Welcome to another edition of A Meeting with Gervis. Today, we're going to be joined with Miss Patrice Melnick, and she's at the Opelousas Interpretive Museum here downtown Opelousas. On this week and throughout the month, we'll be talking about the Creoles and, of course, the people, free people of color, and, of course, some know them as the Creoles. We'll talk about them and a whole lot more. What's going on in Opelousas right after this. Welcome to another edition of A Meeting with Gervis. Joining us is Patrice Melnick with the museum here in Opelousas, Louisiana. Patrice, what's new here at the museum?
We have a brand new exhibit.
Okay.
It's called Still Rising, Free People of Color in
Okay.
St. Landry Parish.
Wow. And what is that about?
Well, St. Landry Parish was it was the second largest community of free people of color before the Civil War.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so it was a distinctive group. It's a really interesting history. They had, they had legal rights.
Right.
So they could sue, and they could do business, but they didn't have social rights. They couldn't go everywhere. They weren't quite safe. And they formed their own communities, and
Okay.
but that community flourished. And the culture that they lived is still here today.
Okay. And what are some of the communities that were here that are still here?
You might recognize a few of them: Bellevue, Leonville. Let's see, like that.
Lawtell,
right? And those are important communities,
right?
And they're still thriving.
Right. And so, of course, you have that exhibit coming up, and it's going to be a reception.
Correct. On Thursday, March the 30th is the opening. It's a reception. You can meet the people who created the exhibit. It's a whole team of people. And so that's from 5 to 7 p.m. So it's just a chance to look around and take it in. And then on Saturday, there's another event. We're going to have 3 speakers who are going to give you more depth on the community, free people of color in St. Landry Parish. We have Alex Lee, who's going to talk about the origins of free people of color. Where did they come from? I have Ms. Vivian Guillory is going to talk about St. Anne Church in Mallet. And then we have Ms. Etha Simeon Amling, and she's going to talk about Martin Donato, who was one of the wealthiest free people of color in St. Landry Parish.
And so, of course, we also have other things here at the museum. You have some new things, like, for example, as soon as you walk in, there's a new
shelf for retail.
Right.
And it's a nice wooden shelf, and so it's easy to look at things and pick them up. And it was made by Mr. Ricky Bell. He's a master carpenter, just did beautiful work.
And of course, when you walk in and see that shelf with the retails, there are actually books and items made here in Southwest Louisiana, right?
That's right. Most of the books were written by Louisiana authors. Many of them right from this area. And then, of course, there's hats for sale and toys for children and kind of a variety.
Right. So you may say, I've been to the museum before, Gervis. I know it's right next to the library, right by City Hall, around the corner from City Hall. I've been there. I've seen everything. Well, guess what? Patrice has done, along with her team, a few new things. The Civil War Room is back up again.
Right. The Civil War Room is now open as a Civil War Room. And so it's got maps and artifacts and lots of information. We want people to come and enjoy it, but we also want feedback. We want to know what people like about it. We would like to know what they might like to see in the Civil War Room in the future. So we're going to be gathering information. So come on and share your point of view.
And of course, don't forget, when you come downtown Opelousas, to the museum here, you'll find out the door is always open and it's absolutely free. We'll tell you more about the museum after this. So Patrice, now that people know the museum is here, it's free, you're open what days?
We're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And now we're going to be open the first and the third Saturday of every month, and that will be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
That's great. How is it you're open on Saturdays? You working on Saturdays?
No, I'm not here on Saturdays, but we have a volunteer who wants to work on Saturdays. His name's Anthony Malvo. He's very friendly and he's so excited. I asked him why he wanted to work here on Saturdays, and he said he wants to make sure that the museum is open to children. And he said they can come in and they can do research for projects, or they can just come and enjoy themselves and take it in.
I think that's a great thing, a great opportunity for you out there if you'd like to volunteer and join Patrice and Mr. Malvo. If you want to be a volunteer, if you all have an organization that could share with your time and your talents, contact Patrice at
337-948-2589.
It's been a meeting with Gervis. Join me next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Patrice.
Thank you.